Welcome everyone to the ITCloud YouTube channel. And today we will talk about Azure budget in Azure Advisor and Cost Management. So the first thing I will show to you will be the budget. So the budget, to get through the budget, you have to go to the portal.azure.com as usual and search here for the budget. When you just search the budget, you go inside. And then if you have more than one subscription, you can click directly on the scope here and set the budget to the subscription you need to. Because the budget, the Azure route management work on top, you have the route in Azure that will include the Azure plan, the route, and it will be tied also to Enter ID on the other side. And first of all, you have the route here, and you have your subscription one, for example, and the sub number two, like I am. So it's work like that. So you can set a budget for the route directly, or set a budget for the subscription directly. So if you have a prod one, a prod subscription and a dev subscription, you can set a different budget on each one. So if for the development you want to set $200 for the budget, and the production one it will be 2000, it's a great thing to set them differently. So first of all, I have a budget here set to $400. I will delete it and recreate it with you. So I will flush my budget. There we go. And I will create a new one. Make sure that is set to the good subscription, and you can track also in the last month your budget and the forecast one if you need to do an accurate budget. So for the first one, I will set my budget to in my case $400 on my case. I want to set it monthly, and you can set also date range if you need to. So when I set my budget, I will set it to $400, for example. I will click next, and it's also written on the bottom suggested budget with the forecast that's written here. So I will create one. I will create an actual cost if you need to. You can set also the forecast one if you want to, if you're not sure where it will going. So you can set the forecast one. So on my side, I want to know when my budget reached to 50% of my $400. So it will be $200. So the first thing, it will be correction will be none. I don't know why it's doing that error. I will flash it. I will recreate it. There we go. Actual cost 50%. There we go. And set your email address. So if you need to set another budget, you can add another cost here, and I want another alert to $300 or 75%. So you can set it that way. And you can also create a group action, and you can create one and set it there if you need to. So when you can do automation that when the budget reaches 75%, you can force every VM to shut down and alert you for unused things if you need to. So it's pretty easy like that. So I will create my budget, and is as simple as that. If you have a supervisor or other financial staff that they want to know when the budget will reach, for example, 95% for the prod one, for example, you can set 95. You can set another budget that will send an email to another email address internally. So if the finance department want to know when the budget will reach 95%, it's a good way to do that. And you can also set a different language if your ticketing service use a different language, or if your staff are using another language. Is as simple as that. So for the second part, in the cost management, if you look at the monitoring and the optimization part, you have the advisor one and the reservation one. So the advisor will help you a lot if you have, for example, unattached disk, unused VM, or doesn't seems to like it. I don't know why. I will go search for advisor directly. There we go. So in the cost management on my side, I don't have a list of recommendation on my side, but if you have something, it can tell you that you have one VM that don't have any reservation, for example, and you have a reservation without any VM attached to it, or unused disk or underused VM, for example. It will tell you what to do and what will be your saving on this side. So it's pretty easy with that part. Now I will go show you the cost management. So I will search for simply the cost management that way. And the best section for me, it will be the cost analysis. You can use that, go in all view, or directly go to resources. For me, it's probably in the easiest way to look for what cost, how much through every month, and look at your bill every month, compare your Azure bill to what it really consume into Azure. So if you go there directly in the resources, you will see every resources that will run into your subscription, and you will see the cost of them on the monthly basis. So if you need to go back to the month of June, for example, you can see the month of June, the month of May and April. If you need to, you can go back there, and you can also download the bill if you need to send it to your finance department. So that's it for today. If you have any question, feel free to reach us. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will be great for us. Thank you and have a great day.